Alright guys, quick update here. They have released the patch notes, and in short, basically everything that we saw in the PTR is getting pretty much brought live, which is pretty fast, pretty quick. We're going to go over this. There's a lot to kind of cover. Personally, I think it's a little quick to throw these changes in there. I mean, the trading changes, everything is kind of in there. So I guess let's go over it. So the new weapon, Void Gauntlet. So the Void Gauntlet obviously has an Annihilation Tree, which focuses on maximizing damage at close range. It revolves around the Void Blade, and then the Decay Tree offers ranged healing and debuffs. So that is now live. They are also going to be coming with new enemies, the Vargarian Knights. This is kind of lower level stuff, but stuff to kind of indicate what's going to be happening in the future. So we can kind of just go over that real quick. Added starter zone visually variety and improvements. Updated visuals have been added to starting areas. Corruption and withered visuals have been amplified in farms and point of interest. Ezra's Forge has been updated and moved from Armine Temple to Southwest Windsward. Run faster on roads. So this is an interesting one. So they're basically giving you a 10% movement speed while traveling on roads, which is... I'll take it. So the movement speed will only trigger... You have to be on that road for 3 seconds for it to trigger. It will be canceled if the player engages in any combat, such as dodging, blocking, attacking, or being hit with a debuff. So basically, you cannot use, like, let's say the musket has a, when you roll, after, you know, you roll with the musket, you get like a 5-second haste. Well, that's not going to be working with this. The move speed is not active while players are actively engaged in wars, outposts, or duels. Makes sense. This one is pretty big right here. At 10% luck and 30% gathering luck bonus to players flagged for PvP. So we're going to see a lot more people playing with PvP on, and people who are farming. This is going to be big, especially when you go into big areas like Shattered Mountain and some of the elite zones where people are farming for gear or, you know, resources. There's going to be a lot more PvP fights happening, I think, which is kind of good because 30% gathering luck bonus is huge. Really huge. Fix an issue with various AI stuck cliff or boulders. Nothing really matters there. Fix an issue with boss gating and triggering in expeditions when some doors would show closed but would be open instead. I have had the opposite where the doors are shut and we can't get it to open, and then we have to have somebody run all the way back to the beginning and then it opens. So I don't know. I guess it's just one of those things. So fix several issues in expeditions that allowed players to attack enemies without getting hit or heal teammates without being in an encounter. Various enemy vital names versions have been updated. Various fixed, various blah blah blah. Navigation tech. Okay, so let's see here. New PvP faction quests have been added. So these are replacing all the old ones. So seize control of a fort, defeat enemy faction members and collect their tiers, retrieve hidden plans at the enemy's war camp. So defeat enemy faction members and collect their tiers. Kind of cool. I wonder how that's going to work. And probably get a certain amount or something like that. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. That one seems kind of cool, like PvP kind of a style. And we updated several custom main storyline to improve experience with more compelling dynamics, including wave encounters, destructible objectives, and proximity tracking nodes. So basically, they are just trying to add a little bit more variety, which is a complaint that I've been hearing pretty often, that missions can use a little bit more variety. So updated the location of one of the Survival's Wolf Den quests in the first light to reduce the amount of travel. The encounter design has also been updated to wave event in all 3 starter zones, so making it a little bit less tedious at the start of the game. Some notable bug fixes. Starting zone faction missions have been updated, so each early player will not be given missions to hunt sheep, because for crying out loud, sheep are ridiculous in early game. Faction 2 quests have now offered at level 20 but recommended for level 25 players. Return to innkeeping quests now reward proper amount of Azoth, map pins, Tulita. See, I don't think there's anything really worth of note through all this. This patch notes is huge. There's a lot to go over, so I think we're just going to kind of skim and see if there's anything that's actually worth us kind of covering. PvP experience bonus will no longer apply when in an expedition. Did not know that was a thing. Did not know you could get bonus XP from that. Dang. Fix a bug that allowed well-fed buff to stack to different types of food. Okay, so they fixed the food fix. Prevented weapon coatings items to be consumed properly. Gear perks. Increased scaling of leeching perks on rings weapons from range to... Okay, so they increase giving leeching perks on rings a buff. Increase efficiency of freedom, vigor, and invigorate debuff reduction perks based on gear score. Decrease the cooldown and keen speed perk, which grants haste on critical hits. Increase poisoning, bloodletting, burning, crippling, a bunch of stuff basically. Fix bug that low chain elemental. Remember, guys, if there's something here you guys want me to go over and you guys I didn't go over, just go ahead, check it down below in the description. I'll have a link for this there. Equip load. Increase the healing bonus of the light equip load from 20% to 30% and increase the healing bonus from medium equip load. Oh, okay, so they're really trying to encourage people to be healers to run light. 20 to 30%. 30% is a good buff. That is a decent buff. You're getting double percent. Well, I guess you're getting double percent regardless, but that is that's a good amount. That's pretty good. Jumping and traversing is now disabled when navigation is disabled, such as when hit. Okay, did not know you could do that. Updated the vault camera to smooth out the motion. Updated jump in place to allow transition in air. So these are just kind of just fixing a bunch of bugs. These are just basically bugs. Duels. Fix an exploit by preventing gathering while in duel, so players can no longer duel to avoid durability damage while gathering. There's some stuff in here I had no idea about. Attribute threshold bonus. Reduce the damage reduction provided by the Constitution 250 Constitution bonus from 80 to 60%. Oof. Fix the bug that caused the 250 Constitution bonus to trigger on blocked hit. Fix the bug preventing players from dying. So they're basically, with this, they're really trying to nerf the tanks out there, right? The people who are running max con. Like, okay, you can be max con, but you're going to do a lot less damage. Fix an issue causing two-handed melee and magic dodge rolls to have smaller invulnerability window than unit. Oh, did not know that was a thing either. A lot of bugs. Fix a lot of bugs. Structures are now immune to buffs, debuffs. I don't think any of that really matters. Notable bug fixtures. Backstab. Fix a bug that could cause backstab to trigger when attacking players from the front. Again, another thing I did not know. On block. Fix a bug that caused some weapons mastery passive to stay to trigger on block to trigger against unblockable attacks. Cooldown timers. Fix an issue where various passive and perk cooldowns were being removed when swapping weapons or equipping gear. Okay, weapons. This is where it's going to get big. I really want to just get down to musket and rapier, because I think rapier is going to be getting a good buff this patch, but it's going to go over through it. Our goal with some of these changes below is to make the power of Juggernaut weapon mastery tree stand out a bit more from the Crowd Crusher tree, and funnel some of the power of Shockwave's Rend to the Armor Breaker's Rend. Okay. So with mine, I do Armor Breaker, Shockwave, and Path of Destiny is what I usually run. So let's see what's changing here. Armor Breaker, Lasting Trauma, increased rend effectiveness to 20%. Opening Act, increased bonus damage from 15 to 25%. Okay. Adjusted armor breaks hitbox to make it easier to hit enemies on inclines or that have been. That is my biggest thing, is if they're on an incline and this misses so much. It's kind of annoying. They have to be perfectly level from my end. From my experience, at least. Increased damage scaling from 160% to 170%. Reduce cooldown 22 seconds to 20 seconds. So they were really buffing this ability right here. Mighty Gravel's getting a buff. Wrecking Ball getting a slight buff. Safety measures increase 4 to 5. Buff duration 4 to 7 seconds. Clear Out. Fix an issue where the upgrade is less efficient when striking multiple targets. I don't use it. Shockwave. Sundering Shockwave. Item perk. Reduce the maximum rend effectiveness. 20 to 10%. Got cut in half. Path of Destiny. Leeching. Path of Destiny item perk. Fix the bug that prevented this perk from working when stimulated reduction modifier was equipped. Increased stamina regeneration penalty applied by the exhausted debuff. 15 to 20%. This is man, they've changed. They've done so much. Holy crap. They have changed a lot. we're just gonna jump straight down to Rapier. Musket. Again, guys, you guys want me to go over all these? This is like a video in itself covering all these changes. You guys are seeing this this is my first time seeing this. I have not really gone over this yet, so this is my first time seeing this. You guys are getting my live reaction right now as we speak, but holy crap. This is a lot. They have done the one thing I don't like that, you know, Amazon Game Studios is doing such big sweeping changes left to right, trying to get it, you know, basically going like this and trying to get to the center. They just keep doing so many changes. My philosophy is do one little change at a time, right? Keep honing it in, one little thing at a time. This is so many changes, and you're adding another weapon in. Okay, well, so Rapier fixed an issue where Tondo, Flourish, and Fletcher had their cooldown begin 1 frame before a hitbox would appear. If the attack was interrupted early, if it did not hit. Flurry improved homing of Flurry to fix an issue where subsequent. I'm just gonna skip that word. Attacks would frequently miss or be hard to hit. Overwhelm fixed an issue where this upgrade was incorrectly applying stamina damage instead of just block damage. Thunder reduced the cooldown from 11 to 6 seconds. And again, fixed an issue. Okay. See, this is what I'm saying. Rapier is getting a buff in the abilities. Especially with, not the right side of the tree, the left side. I forgot what tree that is, but on the left side where they have Flurry, Tundo, and Reposit are all on that side. They're really giving that side a buff. So cooldown reduce. I think we're going to see a lot more bleed stack here. Momentum increased damage bonus from 25 to 30%. Swiftness fixed an issue where passive granting haste from bleed damage ticks instead of actual weapon hits. Similar to the balance updates of other weapons, our goal is to buff and adjust some of the lesser used abilities, make wider. Sticky Bomb. Sticky Bomb is going to be hella good now. 175% to 235%. That thing is gonna hit hard. Because like me running full dex and intelligence, I want to say my Sticky Bomb does like 12, 13, 1400 damage. Imagine that thing getting bumped up to 2000 damage. That thing's gonna hit. So increase base musket base damage by 2.5%. Okay. Fix an issue where musket could not be reloaded after dodge. Yes, dude. This thing was annoying the hell out of me. I'd be playing musket and be stuck not being able to shoot. Fix an issue while reloading would not automatically resume after an interruption. Yup. Fix an issue where musket overshot charge were being consumed while hip firing when crouched. I don't know about that one. Traps can no longer be triggered by players in Dust Store. Increase damage, stopping power, reduced cooldown, reduce cooldown, reduce cooldown. By pressing sprint, the ability key. Okay, cool. That's cool. Shooter stance, kind of you get stuck in a little bit. Fix an issue that passive functionality. Okay, dang. We might come back up and go over all that stuff. I just kind of want to see if there's anything else worth of note as we go through this. Corrupted villager updates. New AI enemies. This guy looks dope. Fix an issue where AI could sometimes get pushed. These are just basic bugs and stuff. Right? I think these are just all bugs. Expeditions. What's going on with these? Tightened up volume, deals more damage, consistent as well as pets. Okay, so these are just a lot more bugs. Arena bosses. Economy progression and loot faction change cooldown has been reduced to 60 days, down from 120 days. Okay. Repair kit weight has been reduced from 2 to 0.01. Yeah, I like that change. Kind of incentivized to use that more. Add item of chunk consecrated iron to the top of the rank of the faction shop. Are used to craft resilient part for armor. Oh, trading posts have been linked. No. This change I do not like. I do not like that they are having all trading posts linked. I think it honestly gets the race to the bottom begins, right? Everything is going to drop so much faster now. Because at least before you had the the settlement that you were in, the territory, kind of in its own little world, right? If you want to pay less, you'd have to go somewhere else and get it. You'd have to spend the off for it, right? So places could be kind of competitive in a way. Windsward and Everfall were always kind of the two cheapest, but other than that, sometimes you get places that would actually bring the prices down less. And if you really want that rawhide for like 0.01 gold, you'd have to go to like Cutlass Keys for it. Now you just stay where you are and you just maybe pay a little bit more tax. I don't know. Or you pay the same amount of tax or even less tax. This is stupid. Honestly, I think they need to change that back. I think it's dumb. Dumb. Both the listing tax and purchase tax will be paid by the territory where the buy sell items listed in. Yeah, dude, this is dumb. I understand people don't want to spend the ass off, but that's kind of the way that works. Every 7 days instead of 5 days, no changes to cost for players to do. Okay, reduce the quantity of honey. Honey and milk have been reduced significantly. We made the change because the volume of milk in the honey world higher than initial estimates. The bees and cows are happy about this change. Fuck the cows. Reduce durability loss. Progression. Reduce territory standing gains from cooking. Update the high homestand. Increase the XP requirements. Crafting trade skills. Oof. By crafting things, the previous tier will significantly be diminished. However, if you still may take the same amount of effort to progress the crafting skill, if you craft items in the highest tier, you are capable of crafting. So basically, it's okay. So trading skills are gonna be a little bit more work now. Added several named items, special drops from knights found in the world. Knights are quest targets that don't have special drops, part of the new quest lines that they got going on. A new style type that drop from enemy, knight enemy type. Okay, kind of cool. And then just a bunch of bugs, streamer mode updates, salvage and repair, notable bugs. Okay, let's go back up to you, dude. Oh my god, there's so much they've added. This is a huge thing. Okay, so Ice Gauntlet. Tone down the effectiveness of some maxed out combinations. Okay, whatever. Heavy attack. Increase heavy attack startup and recovery time to make it more consistent with other. Okay, so it's going to take longer to shoot and recover. So your DPS is going to be less. Fix an issue where Ice Gauntlet movement while attacking was faster than any other magic weapons. Fix an issue where basic attacks on Ice Gauntlet could sometimes shoot through an enemy without dealing damage if they were too close. Alright, the ability adjustments. Ice Storm, increase time between damage ticks. So Ice Storm's getting a nerf. Fix an issue where Ice Storm did no damage. Okay, fix some bugs. Ice Spike, fix an issue. Bug. Wind Chill, increase damage scaling per tick. So they're giving Wind Chill a buff. Ice Shower, nerf. Nerfing it down to 20 to 30 seconds. Entombed. Entombed players can no longer be healed. Another nerf. Reduced health of Tomb to 50% of max player's health. Reduced damage of breakup burst attack. Oh my god. Fix an issue where invulnerability on a tomb could be removed while the tomb was still active. Fix an issue. Okay, dude. Dude, Entombed got nerfed to the ground. Ice Pylon, increased Pylon health by 20%. Added max. So, okay. So, they buffed the Ice Pylon just a little bit. Ultimate Chill, reduce ultimate chill bonus. So they got a slight nerf. Critical Frost, reduce critical change. Dude, Ice Gauntlet got nerfed, guys. It got nerfed. Spear, adjusted the distance that the player moved toward the target when doing a heavy attack. The heavy attack was pulling the user too close previously, resulting in deadly reach passive not being able to trigger consistently. Gotcha. So they're making Spear be more of a footsie weapon. You know, getting the distance just right. Sweep. Coup de Grace is increased damage scaling 150% from 125. The attack is now flagged as heavy, allowing to trigger heavy related passives. That's actually a pretty good change. Increase bleed 10 to 20%. Increase damage scaling 70 to 80. So it's just a really small slight buff for Spear. Fire Staff, Pillar of Fire, increased damage scaling. What? Are they? We have to go through the rest of this. Fix an issue. Fixed issue. Okay, fixed issue. Add additional clarity. Fireball ability is not able to crit. Previously would show crit damage color, but actually deal increased damage. Okay. Increased scaling. They're really nerfing some of Fire Staff, huh? For the Pyromancer tree. Passive, reduced damage. Oh, but they aren't. Clear, reduced damage bonus. Reduced. Clear mind effectiveness. Runes of Helios, reduced damage bonus. Prophet of Fire God, reduced crit damage bonus. So actually, they are nerfing it. So they compensated Pillar of Fire, but then everything else, all the passives are getting nerfed. All the passives are getting nerfed. Damn. Passes are going down the hole. Sword. Or to make the leaping strike ability feel better, improve buffering heavy attacks to make them more consistent. Shield rush, increased weakened duration 4 to 10 seconds. Not bad. And then actually sword got like very little changes. Reduce cooldown. I don't know many tanks that run leaping strike. I don't think I know a single tank that runs it really. Bow, evade check, go to the distance. The upgrade now applies haste at the end of the ability rather than at the start. Poison shot, reduce the cooldown of poison shot. I just started to use bow, so I'm kind of interested in this. Fix an issue that could cause poison shot to cool down without the ability, and reduce cooldown 20 to 14 seconds. Rain of arrows no longer hits enemies through doors. Great axe. Add grit to whirlwind, fortify whirlwind. Passives, heavy pull, gravity passive, hatchet. Okay. So what we could take from this is life staff got nerfed, fire staff and ice gauntlet got nerfed. Rapier musket got buffed. That is what I get off this. Those are the biggest changes I'm seeing. I still can't believe they nerfed it. Did they nerf? Was this the one that they reduced effectiveness sticking around and fortify? Yeah, they nerfed first. Yeah. Wow. Crazy. Crazy. We are about to see a lot more musket rapier players and a lot more people playing PvP. It is going to be nasty out there. It's gonna be fucking nasty, guys. Holy shit. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about this new patch notes? Oh man, I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. I like changes. I think honestly Amazon Games is going too fast one side to another. They are doing too much sweeping changes. I think they need to slow down a little. I think they need to slow down and breathe and do small incremental changes. I think they're going too far one way to the other way, right? They need to slow down a little bit. But regardless, leave your comment down below, hit that like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.